What's up, y'all? This is Anyway here. So today we gonna be covering Canelo Alvarez breakdown. Um and Saul Canelo Alvarez rather, right? Because Canelo is like the middle name, or you could say nickname. So with Canelo Alvarez, he's about, let's get the stats, 35 years old, born on July 18, 1990. He's from Guadalajara, Mexico. He's about 5'7.5", 70-inch arm reach. Trains out of California, Sherman Oaks. I believe it's Tahoe, but whatever, he fights out of. Also, I think it's Fresno, Cali, too. He kind of resides. But anyway, long story short, he's the current 168 IBF, WBO, WBC champion of the world, or undisputed 168 champion of the world. He has a 61.9% KO ratio. Has fought 67 bouts in total, so then there's 70. Has fought a total of 520 rounds in his whole career. He's an orthodox fighter, right? So that's the mainly stance he fight. Hey, let's get to the breakdown. So, with Canelo Alvarez, he uses a high guard, right? Has a basic jab. He doesn't really throw the jab a lot, but when he does, it's kind of like very set pace jab, very predictable jab, where it's like it's not nothing that is gonna surprise you. He uses a foot feint, where he step, act like he's gonna like throw a right hook, and kind of would drop his lead hand down. I kind of consider like a foot feint, but kind of like a lead hand with his foot kind of feint type of thing. He does that a lot. Also, he tends to lean his head forward a lot when he's kind of coming forward. You would notice in footage, he leans his head forward a lot. He does has a very fast overhand right when he times it well. Being that he's in the high guard, obviously he's vulnerable to the body. And yeah, you know, that's anybody with a high guard, you could be vulnerable to body shots, stuff like that. He's a little with his left hook. Oh yeah, he tends to move to the left side a lot, like kind of like when he in the ring, he move to his left side a lot. Basically cross his feet in a way. We'll get to that in a minute. How that isn't really good at times. He does a lot of pre-slips constantly. Like he'll slip, kind of move his head up down, you know, before getting into an exchange. You know, if you see a jab coming and stuff like that, he'll do a lot of that. He tends to have his hands down as well when he's like out of range. And also something I noticed, he really isn't a really good inside fighter. And what I mean is, purpose of the inside is once you get in there, you gonna frame using one of the several things. You can use your head as to basically create space, or as framing. You can use like, let me see, your rear shoulder. Let me actually gather this real quick for y'all. I'm doing this one take. So yeah, so you got, like I say, your lead shoulder, elbow, forearm. You have your rear hand on the lead elbow, pulling the lead elbow, and Lee's shoulder, like I said. So basically, all these different points of contact that you use to create space. And from the clips I'm gonna try to show you guys, you'll be able to see he doesn't really use those or take advantage of that when he's in it. Once he's in close. So that's something I noticed. At times, he throw punches very like, again, he throws everything hard. Again, we'll touch on that, but he seemed very uncoordinated when he throw his punches. It tends to be off balance when he throws so everything with power, where like he leans into the shot. He almost like falls at times if he throws it too hard, which I don't know why he still does to get away with. And he doesn't really come off the ring very well due to the fact, again, as I'll explain, how he tends to, when he moves to like his left side. He basically crosses his feet. Like he doesn't keep his feet one at the other. Like he doesn't move his right foot first to the right side, or say your left foot first to the left side, or if you're going forward, you obviously move the front foot. You're going back, you move the back. He doesn't do that. He actually crosses his feet a lot, which is a no-no if you're trying to cut off the ring. He doesn't throw much combinations. From what I've seen, from all the footage I've seen, he doesn't really throw a lot of combinations. He does throws a very sharp lead left hook. He does throw that a lot. He throws the right hook, left hook. At times it's kind of like his main combo, and he is very patient, and a very solid counter puncher. To be a good counter puncher, you do got to be patient, but not like I have to feel like he's very patient at times. He throws a 4-3. This is kind of his main combos here. He throws a 4-3, which is a right hook, lead hook. Throws a single jab. Like I say, he bobs and weaves a lot. Like when a jab is coming to him, incoming punches, stuff like that. Again, he telegraphs his lead hook a lot, which he really does. Another combination he does, this is really his main ones you will see, is his 1-1-3, which is a jab, left hook, or the 3-2, which is a lead hook, cross. That's mainly his own combinations that I've seen he throws. Tends to move a lot when he sees an incoming jab. Like I said, he kind of show that. And when the jab does come his way, he kind of does look uncomfortable. Like he, has to reset his head slot, or he'll kind of basically have to adjust a lot when you see a jab coming. When he's on the back foot, he throws like a single, rarely, but like a double jab at time, but not too much. When he is on the back foot, he's not comfortable though. He over extends too on punches. That's what I'm saying. When he throws everything, he throws everything with power. And I noticed too, he doesn't really have a good I ain't gonna say understanding, but a good sense of controlling the center of the ring and maintaining the center ring distance. I noticed, and that goes up to his range, or his ring dominance. Like I say, he moved laterally to the left. Let's see what else. Yeah, he doesn't really establish his range effectively. That I've noticed as well. With his punches. But when he in range, he'll throw. But if you would notice, he'll be off mark a lot of times. And then sometimes he won't be. He'll just kind of almost like a Hail Mary. And I think that's, again, just a lack of not establishing his range effectively. That's it. He throws every punch hard. He doesn't return his hands when he throws punches too, so he is open for a counter when he does throw punches. And his last and final combination is the 1-1-2, where he do a jab, cross to the body or like to the head. Now the weaknesses for these things I kind of already touched on, but like when he throws the 3-2, he can get caught with 1-2 straight punches, because obviously straight punches is going to be a hook or hooks or non-straight punches quicker. Being that he throws the left hook a lot, obviously you can catch and shoot, kind of catch that, anticipate that coming and throw your own punch So you kind of could catch him in the changes if you good enough fighter. Um, see, so he used like the lead foot feint, like I was saying. He'll leave his lead foot down. Obviously, when you don't have your hand close to your face, you open for jabs. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he be in the high guard, so open for body shots, which I kind of already said. Another weakness is being that he really isn't as coordinated. You can kind of, like I say, punch it, but tweet it, but kind of I mean, score knockdowns on him if you're a smart enough and fighter. You know what I mean? Um, I already kind of touched when he telegraphs his punches. That's one of the weaknesses. So you again, if you anticipate to see his punches, you very easily time him. I feel like being that he doesn't throw the jab as much, that makes an opportunity for another opponent to throw their jab of their own and be successful on him. Being that he doesn't use his own jab, is not really a lead hand dominant fighter, or tries to establish lead hand dominance. Yeah, he throws his jab too at the same speed, so again he can be easily timed, which I got touched on. Being that he doesn't cut off the ring very well, you can easily pivot, move around, pretty much make it to where he can't set his feet to throw hard shots. You feel me? And stuff like that. We have seen his fight against William Skull and other fighters who have been successful, Laura, stuff like that, and people like that. If you're a very good boxer, you can easily like make it to where he doesn't get much offense off. Be it that again he throws punches at the same speed, and he doesn't really cut off the ring very much. Rather, so yeah. See what I have here. Oh yeah, so let's see. He throw his hooks, his lead left hook. I mean, honestly, this is everything that I've gathered, man, from me watching Canelo. This is one of the more deeper breakdowns you probably will ever get on Canelo. I'm gonna try to show some footage for you guys. You would be seeing as I upload this, you will see footage. Hopefully, YouTube allow me. If not, I'll just simply touch on this like I'm doing and upload this itself. But yeah, man, stay tuned. This was a Canelo Alvarez full breakdown, analyzation of what he does, his weaknesses. Like I said, you guys comment, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, if y'all got any things. But like I said, I watched like 10 plus fights of his, and everything has been consistent that I've gathered. And I don't feel like I really missed too much of anything. Some people could say, "Oh, what about his head movement?" Yeah, he got decent head movement, but from the fights I've seen, he does that in spurts. Like I was watching the various fights, I didn't see him try to do that head movement a lot. In fights, it was more so he kind of again come forward, and like I say, he will do pre-slips and move his head ahead of time constantly. Whether there's a jab coming or just in general, he kind of, again, before he engages, he's already like, I call it pre-slipping roll and stuff like that, doing moves to anticipate something coming. But as far as like he just deliberately, that's just kind of like something that people see from highlights, and is from, well, again, like one part of a round that people think he's just known for, he's very good at, and it's really just something that is a spur of the moment thing. I know it's not something that he's just gonna, again, his last several fights I haven't really seen him just move his head so flawlessly like people be thinking he does. So, but yeah, man, let me know what y'all think, man. This is a full breakdown of Canelo Alvarez, and yeah, Otis Anyway out. Peace, and I'm gone. I said I'm gone.